Hi, everybody. Good to have you with us, and welcome to Ozarks Live on a beautiful afternoon. Tom is out doing who knows what. Doesn't matter.
Who knows?
Cammie's hanging out with me.
I am, and it feels like it's been forever since I have hung out with you, Joy.
It has been a while.
Yeah.
Now, we get to see Cammie, of course, fairly regularly here because of the fitness segments that you do, which I love.
Which is one thing that I've been so busy doing.
Yeah.
I love it. I get to try new things every single week, and I think I'm getting ready to do hot yoga soon.
Really? I've never done hot yoga.
I have. It's been a while.
You? Okay, I've not done that. I haven't done Zumba either, and I think that was the last one you did was the Zumba. So,
Yes. Yes.
Which has been your favorite, or which has been the biggest eye-opener for you?
I think that I wouldn't necessarily call it my absolute favorite, but the CrossFit was probably the biggest surprise.
Really?
Because I knew that it was hard, but I've never done it. But it's like, no wonder why those people are so built. And I mean, because if they're doing that all the time, it was serious.
I'm sure it is.
I thought I was in shape, but oh my goodness, it was serious.
Well, it just depends on what muscles you use and you're used to using them. You start to confuse them, as they say.
Well, that's
and it's just
a really good
completely
point.
different.
Yes, because everything that I'm doing is so different. You know, I used to be a cardio junkie. Well, I've gotten away from that a little bit. So now when I do the cardio, it's a little bit harder than it used to be. And, you know, I lift some weights, but that's not the same thing as like throwing the weights around in the CrossFit class.
Right. Very different, for sure.
Yeah.
So other than that, I know you've been busy. You've got kids in school and all that, and you were telling me about this new stadium that you visited.
Yeah, okay. So we went to one of the Nixa high school football games, one of their home games. It is like going to a professional game, you guys. Their stadium that they just built, they just finished it up right before the school year started. It is just amazing.
Really?
Just walking into it, I was like, this is an event, you know, and it was such, I mean, they've really brought back so much school spirit by doing this too. But every time they scored, they had fireworks and then a big fireworks show at the end. It was so much fun.
That's crazy.
Like, I can't wait to go back to another game.
Well, now that makes me want to attend one of their games.
I know.
You know? I mean, Friday night football is fun anyway, but when you
yeah.
have something like that to really, I mean, that had to be such a blessing for the kids to be like, after we've been through all this, we have this to come
And
back
you know,
to.
I grew up in Nixa, and so it's not the same little town that I grew up in.
Yeah.
But I love it all the same because we've grown, you know, so much, and they've done such a really good job. Great schools, awesome sports, and this now amazing stadium. So
I'll have to get down there and see it.
Oh, you
well, good for you.
should.
But either way, I'm glad you're back in the studio.
Me too. Feels good.
Yep, she brought us a fall recipe. We're going to get to that, but we have a ton of fun for you guys today. We're going to talk with Lisa Bankrieg over at the Sister Cities to learn more about this weekend's virtual taste of Tlaquepaque.
Can't wait. And we get a musical performance from a group that you can find there as well.
That is true. Not to mention, as I mentioned, Cammie has a recipe for us today. It's seasonal, it's healthy, it's going to be great, so make sure to take notes on that one.
Healthy is a little bit of a question mark there.
It depends on how much of it you eat, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
well, you know. Plus, Joy got to go hang out with the Resource Center to learn more with Bruce Porter.
That's right, and that and much more. But before we get to that good stuff, I'm going to real quick show you, Cammie, a couple things that are on my radar.
Perfect.
Got a couple of things in travel news for you.
You know, I love that.
I love travel. I miss travel. I want to get out and travel so bad. Now, if you're heading to Denver, I want you to know about this. There's a really cool hotel that's gotten even cooler, according to an article that I read in Travel and Leisure. This is the Curtis, and it is a quirky little hotel that is themed around pop culture. I love places like this.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. There are 13 themed guest room floors, including video games, murder mysteries, art, superheroes, scary horror flicks. Now you can customize your stay. You want the entire floor for laser tag or maybe something like this, a disco? Done deal. You want a Barbie experience?
Well, who wouldn't?
Sure, why not? You can have a chef's table dinner for you or even your pet. No problem. Pets are apparently welcome there. They even get their own digs. You want a tailgate party? Time to jump ship divorce bash, which some people do. They have got you covered at the Curtis package deals. Start at about $2,000. I'm not real clear on what you get for that, but you can rent the whole floor if that's what you want.
Which means your friends can all come and chip in, so it's, probably not as big of a bite-off as $2,000 just for yourself, right?
Exactly, but you divide the cost, and I guess
Yeah.
you get the rooms, but you could also invite your friends in for like the scary Halloween theme, and have the whole floor of a hotel to yourself, which I think is an interesting
You
concept.
just make me want to travel more.
I know.
Come on.
Sounds like one we need a road trip to.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yes.
They have direct flights to Denver from here, all right, I've got one for you. It's early October. You know what that means, right?
That it's early October.
And Christmas time is here.
Oh, of course.
Okay, here's what's up. I kid you not. There is a radio station in Louisville, Kentucky that has beat everyone to the punch. You know what I'm going to say here? They're already playing Christmas music.
Oh, yeah.
24/7.
No.
Yeah. From now until midnight on December 25th. I kid you not. I went there and I clicked listen live and it played like Santa Claus is coming to town. WVEZ flipped the switch earlier this week, a month earlier than last year. So apparently the station thought that everybody needed a little bit of cheer after all that we've been through. That I agree with, but they added that they don't want to rush the season, but they do want to rush 2020 right the heck on out of here. So if you go to that
Okay.
website and you click the listen live, you are very unless they're in a commercial break, you will hear all of those things that we're going to hear nonstop
Yeah.
in just a few weeks right here.
I understand wanting to usher 2020 right out the door,
Yeah.
as we all do, but this seems like it's just going to drag it on. Are there people out there, please tell me, that want to listen to Christmas music all the time?
No, surely not.
For
I mean, it takes the
3
special
months?
out of it,
Really?
right? I know. Can't we just have our Halloween without? I mean, isn't it
Is there
even
Halloween
sacred
music,
anymore?
maybe?
There is, not enough of it. Maybe that's it. Maybe we need more Halloween music. They'll switch to that format. I don't know. All right, coming up, Lisa Bankrick joins me to give us the full scoop on the virtual taste of Talaki Paki coming up Friday night.
You definitely don't want to miss this, so don't go away.
Yep, we're just getting started.